Hey everyone, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Pokemon Black 2 with only one Shuckle was a super slow and difficult run. Let's follow that up with another hard one. Today's the day that we figure out would I be able to beat Pokemon Gold with a team of only one Paris. Man, I love Paris, but it's not easy to use. So Paris is a grass and bug first form Pokemon with solid attack, but terrible speed and health. So it's slow, it's frail, and it's got a ton of weaknesses, including being double weak to both fire and flying. The only nice thing is that we double resist both ground and grass. By level up, we don't learn anything too crazy other than our signature move, Spore. It's a 100 accuracy sleep move, so it's pretty amazing. Mind you, we're going to be slower in most fights, so it's not quite as good as it sounds, but it is still a very solid move. I figure that with a Quick Claw, we could get some real use out of it, and the Quick Claw is pretty early in this game. By TM, we can't really add much. Dig is alright, although Gen 2 Dig is pretty weak at only 60 power. Sludge Bomb is kind of cool, but we would be dealing more damage with other stuff, and we hardly fight any Pokemon weak to poison, so I don't really see the point. Dig might really be the only TM that we're interested in. Like always, I'm writing the script as I go through with the challenge, so all this part is being written before I've started. Everyone comment down below and guess if I can win or not. I figure it's possible to beat Lance, but I'll probably have to be close to max level just to not get outsped and completely demolished. I doubt I can beat Red, though. Let's explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Paris. I'll need other Pokemon to use HMs, but I won't be allowed to use any of those Pokemon in battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of combat are allowed. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Let's do this. So, right off the bat, I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Chikorita with Paris so that we can do the whole run with it. I picked to replace Chikorita so that our rival would have Typhlosion, probably the hardest for us to fight. I name him Spectre after my friend and his wonderful YouTube channel that you should be watching right now. So I'm starting the travel, and I'm already a little bit worried about how the run is gonna go. See, we get Spore at level 25, and that's a crazy good move for the second and third gyms of the game, but we're not gonna have it by the time of the flying gym at the start. I doubt they're gonna use Mud Slap since we double resist it, but the Pidgeotto has Gust, and we're double weak to it. Between that and our awful speed, I'm sure that he'll use it before we can hit him. That makes me think that we could have to level up quite a bit before I could take him out. I'm sure that holding a berry would help us out a little bit, but not that much, not enough to win. We don't have crazy attack, and all we've got is Scratch, so this could take a while. I'm gonna have to clear out all the Bellsprout Tower for experience, but I get the feeling that I'll need to grind a lot more even after that. Let's find out. Ouch. Yeah, that's what I thought. This isn't even the gym leader, it's just the first trainer in the flying gym. We're both slower than a level 9 Spearow and able to get 2-shot by its peck. I'm gonna have to grind a bunch and come back. So all the way at level 17, I finally was able to get to Falconer. But the problem is that Pidgeotto just demolishes us with Gust. We can paralyze him and do a bit of damage, but even if he were to be fully paralyzed, he would still beat us. Either I'm gonna have to get him fully paralyzed twice, or we need to gain a few more levels. I think by level 20 I could do this. So all the way at level 20, and we thankfully just one-shot Pidgey with Scratch so that we go into the Pidgeot fight with full health. I still paralyze him even though we're faster now, and although it doesn't keep him from hitting us, we can just hardly survive 2 hits now, so we're able to finally take him out. Man, what a long grind for a normally very easy gym. We're more than double their level. That means we're on the road and the bug gym is next. I figure this one won't be too bad if we have Spore by the time we get there, although we might not. If we don't, then I don't really know how it'll go. Maybe Stun Spore will be enough to keep us safe from Fury Cutter, but there's also a chance that he just spams Quick Attack and that might still be too much for us. It's hard to say. I wish I could pick up Swift on the way, but Paris is actually one of those rare Pokemon who can't learn it. It's kind of weird, right? I feel like in most of these runs, Swift is an option for a mildly stronger move early on. Actually, Mud Slap is another good move that you'd think we could learn, but we just can't. Not sure why. Let's see how this bug gym goes. So, Metapod and Kakuna did basically nothing to us, as always. The real threat is Scyther. Right away, our Stun Spore paid off, as it broke his Fury Cutter on the second turn, forcing him to switch to Quick Attack. Our Scratches weren't doing awesome damage, but we still took him out pretty fast. Stun Spore may have made him lose only 1 turn, but it broke up his Fury Cutter, and that was vital to a victory. Okay, I knew the rival would be brutal, but this is really brutal. First, we have a really long fight with Ghastly because Leech Life does almost nothing to it. Paralysis helped a bit, but when he paralyzed us, I knew that this was gonna be hard. Zubat after wasn't too hard, but I figured it wouldn't be. It was his Quilava at the end who messed us up badly. We're double weak to fire, and because we take so long to take out Ghastly at the start, we're likely to be paralyzed by the time we get here, even if I try a bunch. I'm really close to learning Spore. Let's learn that and then try again. Okay, as soon as we learned Spore, things got a lot easier. They didn't hit us at all until Quilava at the end, and despite how much damage he still does to us, we got to put him to sleep long enough to finally take him out. Spore is an absolute run saver. Paris runs would probably be impossible without Spore. Alright, so the next gym is the normal gym, and I think this might actually go okay. Spore should do a great job of keeping Rollout from building up power, and that's especially important on this run since we're weak to Rock type. I made sure to grab the Quick Claw from the park so that we can sometimes get the speed advantage. I got Dig while I was there too, I figure it's our only way of beating the Ghost Gym, and I grabbed Return while I was in Goldenrod. I don't think I need Return yet, and my friendship might not even be maxed out, but I'll need it later with no doubt. Let's see how the normal gym goes. But first, a word from today's sponsor, Factor Meals. So, Factor Meals is a service where you can get awesome chef-made meals delivered right to your door. We're not talking low-quality frozen meals, these are actually prepared and sent out that week, never frozen. You can pick from several meal plans to cater to your taste and needs: Chef's Choice, Vegan, Keto, Protein Plus, and Calorie Smart. I went with Protein Plus, so each meal would have at least 30 grams of protein. I'm trying to bulk. What you get in the box is 6 to 18 chef-prepared packaged meals that have never been frozen. How many you get depends on what you pick when you sign up. It arrives in a big box loaded with tons of insulation and ice packs so that it'll stay nice and cool until you put it in the fridge. It's as easy as can be to heat up your food. Each package has both microwave and oven instructions on them, with it taking about 2 to 3 minutes in the microwave or 10 to 15 in the oven. I've already had the spicy peanut butter grilled chicken on a bed of quinoa and veggies with a side of sweet potato, and it was incredible. It was 725 calories with a massive 50 grams of protein, so it keeps you real full. It's incredibly convenient too, because after I'm done like a 5-hour stream, I'm absolutely starving, and spending 10 minutes heating up a Factor meal is so much cheaper and tastier than ordering takeout, and it's way faster and more convenient than cooking something myself. It's even got all the nutritional info on the package, so it's really easy to track it in your fitness apps like I do. Seriously, all you have to do is puncture the plastic wrap and pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes, or take the plastic wrap off and pop it in the oven for 10 minutes, and then you've got an awesome meal. I have never had a packaged meals chicken not be dry before this. My mind was blown. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code 50MDB to get 50% off, plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's 50MDB at factor75.com to get 50% off, plus free shipping on your first box. Sabu has invaded my lap. Noonie, I'm doing an ad read. This is really important. Big thanks to Factor Meals for sponsoring this video. Go show them some love at the link at the top of the comments. Now we got a normal gym to go beat. So the Clefairy fight at the start was super easy. We just put it to sleep and took it out before it could pull any of its metronome shenanigans. Miltank right after is what had me worried. Thankfully, it missed rollout right away, and we put it to sleep so it didn't get any initial damage in on us. It woke up really fast though and flinched us with a stomp, then started its rollout right after. We put it to sleep again and started using some Leech Life to heal back up, then we used Scratch for pure damage. We didn't hit hard, but it stayed asleep for a long time, so we took it out. So I'm at the dance hall trying to get some levels before the ground gym. I know that Dig is going to do a good job there, but there's no way that they're not faster than us. They've got stuff like Curse and Hypnosis, so they have quite a few moves that could completely shut us down if we get hit by them. Obviously, we have a Quick Claw, and that could save us, but it's probably going to be one of those fights where we have to try over and over thanks to the luck that goes into it. So, first try at the Ghost Gym starts really lucky with Quick Claw kicking in early to help us take out Ghastly and Haunter without taking damage, but the moment we get to Gengar, we just get put to sleep and hit with Dream Eater 3 times, so we fainted. Oh, this is going to be one of those awful luck battles, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to try a handful of times and just see what happens. You know what? I thought it would be worse. The very next try, Hypnosis missed, so we won pretty quick. We got hit by Curse on the first Haunter, but it wasn't so bad. In Gen 2, Curse doesn't hurt you on turns where you score a knockout, so it only hurt us a few times. If this was in a different generation, then we'd have fainted for sure. I'm pretty sure that by Gen 3 or 4, it would have hurt us on every turn no matter what. Alright, well, we've got some gyms coming up. We have the Fighting Gym and the Steel Gym. I actually figured that the Fighting Gym is going to be pretty easy. We resist both Fighting and Water, and those are the main types he tends to get us with. We don't have anything super effective against him, but that's okay. I don't think we're going to need it. The Steel Gym, though? That might be hard. I think the Magnemites will just be one-shots with Dig, but Steelix will probably overpower us pretty badly. Maybe if we got awesome Sleep Luck and Iron Tail missed a lot, then we'd be okay, but I kind of doubt it. I'll do the Steel Gym second, just because I think I'll need the extra levels first. Alright, Fighting Gym. Right away, we put Primeape to sleep after he failed Leer, and took him out before he could wake up with a couple of slashes. Second was Poliwrath, who was faster and used Mind Reader, but of course he just fell asleep before he actually hit us. He used a full heal to wake up, we crit a slash for huge damage, then we just put him right back to sleep and finished him off with another slash that crit yet again. What an easy fight! I doubt the Steel Gym will go well, though. So first is the Magnemite, so we dug to get out of the way of Thunder Wave and one-shot it. Not a bad start. Problem is, second is Steelix, and we can hardly hurt this thing. We put it to sleep right away, of course, but the problem with Dig is that we're giving him extra turns to wake up. We did less than a quarter of his health and damage on the first hit, so even though he was staying asleep for a very long time, I didn't have high hopes. We got super lucky since he stayed awake for so long that we actually got him to low health, but as soon as we got him to a sliver, he used a Hyper Potion. That was with us getting lucky enough for his second Iron Tail to miss, too. Once we finally got hit again, we fainted. Man, that was about as lucky as it can get without a crit, and we still lost. I'm gonna have to level up first. Well, that didn't work out, but that's fine. We can just get more levels while traveling to go do the Rocket Hideout. I'll do the Ice Gym right after, since it's usually easy, and I'm sure Giga Drain will do a great job. Then we can try the Steel Gym again. I can see the Steel Gym still being an issue, though. It's hard to say. I don't think it's exactly a brick wall, but it's far from an easy fight in most runs. The Ice Gym? That'll be a breeze. Yep, that's what I thought. The Ice Gym was nothing. We're actually weak to ice, but it doesn't matter. Giga Drain is not only super effective against his whole team, but it also heals us by quite a bit. We're really not a special attacker, but Price is hardly a gym leader, so it isn't an issue. Back to the Steel Gym, and it seems that we're faster, so we have an easy time putting him to sleep early. He woke up way earlier this time and hit an Iron Tail, but it didn't do as much as before. It seemed like Dig may be a 3-shot, but it wasn't thanks to her very early Hyper Potion. Thankfully, Giga Drain heals us, so we can keep putting Steelix to sleep, so it actually went down with us at full health. Last is just another Magnemite who we one-shot with Dig to get a clean win. The rival fight right after doesn't go well, though. First is Golbat, who takes out most of our health with a wing attack before we put him to sleep and take him out. But after that is Quilava, who just takes us out with a Flame Wheel. That's 2 Pokemon in a row with moves that we're quad weak to. I'll try a few times and see if I can get Quick Claw to activate. That might get us past the roadblock at the start. Alright, 4 tries later, and I thought that I had lucked out when Golbat used Confuse Ray instead, and we never hit ourselves. But then we got super unlucky, and Quilava burned us with Flame Wheel. There's a lot of ways we can lose this fight. I'm gonna try more. I'm sure that I can at least get past Quilava if Quick Claw kicks in when I need it to. A few tries later, and we finally got Quick Claw to kick in early against Golbat, so we managed to put it to sleep and take it out without getting hurt. Second is Quilava, and we got hit by Smokescreen for the first time, but at least it put him to sleep. Problem is, he woke up fast, so we got hit anyway. That's not good. Magnemite is third, and we're faster, so we just hit Dig for a one-shot, and after that is Haunter, who unfortunately got us with Curse. We hit Dig for a one-shot, but we only have 3 health left. Last is Sneasel, and we went first, probably because of Quick Claw, but we didn't quite take him out, so the Curse finished us off. Man, that was so close. How rare is it that our rival is a problem in a gold run? Let's get a few levels and come back. Okay, so I came back 3 levels higher. Golbat gets put to sleep right away so we don't get hit by it, and this time I think that we're straight up faster than Quilava, because we seem to be faster every turn, and there's no way Quick Claw is just activating that much. But it still wakes up early, so we take a ton of damage. Magnemite is a one-shot, but Haunter still gets us with a Curse before we can hit it with Dig, so we're on low health going into the Sneasel fight. It's just a sliver away from fainting when we hit Slash, but the Curse finishes us off. Man, that was so close. Okay, maybe a little bit better luck on Quilava staying asleep, and I know we can win this. Okay, the very next try went about the same as usual, but we won thanks to not taking a Flame Wheel. I don't know why I didn't think to do this the moment we were faster, but of course if Slash was leaving Quilava with such low health, then Dig would be a one-shot. I don't know why I didn't think to do that earlier. Sometimes you just forget the obvious when you're grinding out attempts at a fight. Alright, now that means we're on the way to the Dragon Gym, and you know that one's gonna be awful. I don't think they have any super effective moves against us, but chances are we're gonna get paralyzed pretty early on, and it's gonna be its own nightmare. I really don't think I'm going to one-shot the Dragonairs, so paralysis is probably inevitable. Maybe if I manage to get enough levels by the time that I get there, then Return could one-shot them, but even then, Kingdra won't be easy. We're kind of a high-attack Pokemon for our first form, but it's not like we're super high-attack. Hey, at least Giga Drain will be neutral against Kingdra, so maybe we could use it to heal up a little bit if we need to. Then after that is the last rival fight, and considering how hard the last few have been, we could end up having a harder time with our rival than we do with some of the Elite Four. I don't know, it's hard to say. I do think that Koga will be pretty hard thanks to Crobat. Let's see how the Dragon Gym goes. Wow. Well, this blew my mind. Not only did we not get paralyzed thanks to Spore keeping every single Dragonair asleep for so long that we made it faint, but Kingdra didn't even hurt us because it was only using Smokescreen. I figured it was probably going to start using damage after the second Smokescreen, but then our Slash crit to take him out. And here I was thinking I'd need Return for this fight. It actually went fine. How bad is the rival fight gonna be, though? Okay, this fight was insane and took 10 tries. So first is Sneasel, who's always just a one-shot with Slash, and second is Golbat. Now it often gets us with either Wing Attack to bring us to low health or Confuse Ray to make us hit ourselves, but on this attempt, Confuse Ray never made us hit ourselves, so we were able to use Spore and take it out with some slashes. Next is Typhlosion, and every other time it just beats us with one Flame Wheel, but this time we went from full health to literally only one. The problem is, Dig doesn't get a one-shot, so we go down next turn. I mean, even if we could take it out, Haunter would still have taken us out right after. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and grind a bit. Okay, 5 levels later, and we're just straight up faster than Golbat, so it makes it way easier to put to sleep and take out, and Typhlosion does a solid 41 less damage, and is a one-shot with Dig, so we actually stand a chance this time. Magneton is a one-shot with Dig, and much to my surprise, we were faster than Haunter, and just took it out with Dig before it could curse us. I mean, that or Quick Claw saved us. It's hard to say. Last is Kadabra, but all it did was let off a Future Sight, and then we took it out. Now that we're with the Elite Four, let's take a look at our stats. Well, our attack is pretty solid, and even our defense and special defense are more than I expected, but our speed is still really bad. I don't see us winning the whole Elite Four at this level, since Lance is going to be really hard, but I'm sure that we could at least beat some of them. I think I'll need to learn Return by the time of Koga, but that's alright. I'm surprised we got away with Slash for this long anyway. Make your final guesses on if we can win this or not. Let's do this. First is Psychic Trainer Will. First is his Xatu, who confuses us right away as we put him to sleep. Slash was doing awesome damage though, so 2 hits took him out and we thankfully didn't hit ourselves. Jinx is next and she beat us to the punch, putting us to sleep right away with Lovely Kiss, then hitting a massive Ice Punch to bring us to below half health. I thought I was doomed when Quick Claw not only gave us the speed advantage, but we woke up on the same turn to one-shot her with Slash. Psychic hits us hard to bring us to red health as the second Xatu came out, but we put it to sleep and slashed it down quickly. Executor is next, and I'm very happy we outsped it and put it to sleep because our health is super low. 2 slashes took it down quickly, although I kinda wish I still had Leech Life. It would have done great damage and healed us by a lot. Last is Slowbro, and by all means, it could easily finish us with Psychic, but we put it to sleep and started using Giga Drain to try and get healthy. It actually did way more damage than I was expecting though, so we just 2-shot it. A nice and easy first try. That easily could have been a loss if Confusion was meaner to us. Second is Poison Trainer Koga. Ariados is first, so we put it to sleep and slashed it down no problem. I'm kinda surprised it didn't use a full restore or a hyper potion or something since it went into red health. Venomoth is second, and I actually remembered it's not flying type, so I put it to sleep and hit Dig for once. Problem is that it wasn't super effective because it's part bug. I was gonna say that my brain works sometimes, but apparently not. Muck is next, and this actually is weak to Dig, so we just put it to sleep and hit it hard. Not quite a one-shot, but we still didn't get hurt. Crobat is next, and this is the one that I was worried about. But we outsped it and put it to sleep. I imagine that was the Quick Claw. Crobat's a fast Pokemon. He uses a full restore to wake up right away. We hit a big slash. He tries and fails with Toxic instead of just attacking with a flying move, and we took him out with another slash. Perfect. Last is Fortress, and it takes forever to make Feint, but it's no real threat at all. It hardly hurt us with Swift. That went so much better than I was expecting. Third is Fighting Trainer Bruno. This whole fight was pretty much an afterthought. Yeah, Ice Punch hurts a bit, but other than that, there's nothing they could do to us. Most of them have lower defense than special defense, so that plays into us being a physical attacker. Spore is amazing, and we even got to Giga Drain the Onix at the end. It was no problem at all. Fourth is Dark Trainer Karen. First up is Umbreon, and it's really important that we keep him asleep, since he could just sand attack us, but after a few tries, it goes fine. After that is Vileplume, and we have no issue taking him out while he's sleeping as well. The real problem is that after that is Houndoom, who obviously outspeeds us and one-shots us with Flamethrower. Alright, well, Houndoom is a physically frail Pokemon. Let's just try a handful of times. I'm sure as soon as Quick Claw kicks in and we hit Dig, it'll be a one-shot. Okay, a couple tries later, and we use Dig for our one-shot, so we're back in the game. Next is Gengar, though, and although Dig takes it out fast, we get hit with Curse, so we're taking a lot of damage. Last is Murkrow, and we would win if not for how Slash wasn't quite a one-shot, so we went down. Man, that is tragic. Okay, I'm gonna learn Return, then keep trying. Obviously, we're gonna need Return for Lance anyway. Hey, there we go. That was perfect. The very first try, we Dig first again. The whole fight goes the exact same way, but with Return, we're easily able to one-shot Murkrow. Now it's time to hit that brick wall. Finally, the Pokemon champion, Lance. First up is Water Onix, who was slower than us, so we just put him to sleep and two-shot him with Return. Second is the first of 3 Dragonites, though, and we put it to sleep, was fully paralyzed 2 turns in a row, then got rocked by Blizzard to lose over 100 health before finishing it with the second Return. I mean, I like that we're doing so much damage, but I don't see how we could possibly win like this. Next is Aerodactyl, who just takes it out with Wing Attack. Yeah, that Aerodactyl's probably going to be a brick wall for ages. I guess Giga Drain would be our best move there, but we're not really a special attacker. We're gonna need Quick Claw to save us there, but even if we could somehow fluke our way past Aerodactyl, there's no way that we can take out all 3 Dragonites plus a Charizard like that. We already can't use vitamins, so our stat experience seems to be good. Let's start using rare candies and trying the fight over and over. I get the feeling we're not winning this until level 80, but possibly higher. Okay, level 70. We're faster than Dragonite now, so we can put it to sleep, but for 3 tries in a row, it woke up early and paralyzed us. On this try, though, it didn't, so we took it out. Does that mean we can take out Aerodactyl? Nope. We got rocked by Wing Attack to go to low health, put him to sleep, hit a decent Giga Drain, then he woke up early and finished us off. This isn't hopeless, though. Either we need Quick Claw to kick in and for him to stay asleep longer, or for a crit. I'll try a few more times, and if it's not happening, then I'll level up so that Giga Drain could be a 2-shot. Well, literally the next try Quick Claw kicks in, so we put him to sleep. And we get our 2-shot with Giga Drain. I guess it's in a damage range. The problem is, next is Charizard, who's super fast and one-shots us with Flamethrower. Oh, that's brutal. Nope, I need levels for sure. I tried the fight a handful of times at level 75, but it's just a disaster. We can beat Aerodactyl even without going first now, but it still doesn't matter. As soon as Charizard comes out, we're just helpless to stop it. I'm starting to think I can't win this until like level 85. Let's try 80 and see what happens. Hey, at least Water Onix is a one-shot now, so the attempts are a lot faster. Level 80, so Aerodactyl goes pretty well now with Spore and Giga Drain, although we do take some damage. This time against Charizard, we're faster, so that's probably the Quick Claw kicking in. We put him to sleep, and actually ended up one-shotting him with Return. Nice! After that was the second Dragonite, who we just put to sleep. He wakes up with a full restore, then we return again to take him out. Last is his final Dragonite, but we beat him the same way with Spore and Return. That's a win! With that victory, we get into the Hall of Fame and win the run, but you know it's not over yet. Gen 2 has all of Kanto in the post-game, including 8 gym battles and a secret final boss fight with Red. 7 of those 8 gym battles are super easy since they're weaker than the Elite Four, so we're going to skip ahead to the next real challenge, Blue. Okay, well, I got to Blue at level 85. We're slower than Pidgeot, so we took massive damage off Wing Attack, and although it was a one-shot, next was Arcanine, who obviously took us out. Well, this is already a disaster. Do I need Quick Claw to kick in twice? I think I'm going to need to just level up. Okay, level 90, and we're faster than Pidgeot now, so we can just one-shot it, but we still just faint from full health to an Arcanine Flamethrower. Okay, well, at least if we can one-shot our way to Arcanine, then it'll be easier to try until Quick Claw works. Let's just try until we can put it to sleep, then we can use Return and Dig and probably take it out. Alright, a few tries later. We had a try where Quick Claw kicked in, but he woke up super fast to Flamethrower us down in one shot. This time though, we put him to sleep. He wakes up with a full restore as we hit Return. He used a full restore again, we hit Return again, then Quick Claw kicks in again, so we take him out. That was perfect. Rhydon is of course a one-shot with Giga Drain, and next is Water Onix. We put him to sleep right away and take him out with 2 quick hits of Return. Second from last is Executor, who goes to sleep and goes down in 2 returns. And last is Alakazam. Knowing he's frail but fast, I just go straight for Return. He actually didn't hurt us a ton with Psychic though, so we got an easy win. Alright, Blue is down, but we're already level 90, so we don't have much room to get stronger. Red's a lot stronger than Blue, so I could see this going either way. I think I'll need to be level 100 if we're going to win this, but you never know. I'm going to try the fight at whatever level we get there at and just see what happens. First try at Red. So Pikachu actually goes great. We put him to sleep, he uses a full restore, then we realize that we can just one-shot him with Return. That makes things easy. Second is Venusaur, who also goes down pretty quickly, but he wakes up and uses Sunny Day before he faints. Third is Charizard though, and he just outspeeds us and hits a Flamethrower to make us faint. Even without Sunny Day, I'm sure that would have been a one-shot anyway. I'm going to try a few times and see if Quick Claw kicks in to make this trivial. 2 tries later and Quick Claw kicks in, so Charizard goes to sleep fast. It was looking like it was going to be a 3-shot, so I was worried about full restore, but it actually ended up only being a 2-shot. That was lucky. Next is Snorlax, so I put it to sleep right away. I figured this might be too tanky for us, but I guess our high attack is really paying off because we did crazy damage. It's because of a crit, of course, but we took him out in only 2 hits. This might be the run. Blastoise is next and it starts Rain Dance right away, but we put him to sleep and start using Giga Drain. It did amazing damage, getting us an easy 2-shot. Last is Espeon, and although we put him to sleep fast, he put a Reflect up first. That's not good. Return did a lot less damage because of that. Our second one brought him to red health though, and the third round, our Quick Claw kicked in to let us go first to knock him out. We just won the whole fight without getting hurt. That was a fun run, but Paris runs always are. I'm sure it helps that I really like the design of Paris, but I like the idea of having a frail but hard-hitting Pokemon that has a sleep move that always works. It's just a really fun, unique Pokemon to mess around with. I should probably use it in some later generations just to see what happens. Like, would Paris in Black or White 2 with the leftovers be really good? Or would it just faint really fast because better moves exist by then? I'm not sure. I really hope you guys like that run. The next Pokemon Challenge will be up next week on Saturday, like usual, with Pokemon Fire Red with only 1 Chinchou. Chinchou? I should Google that. As always, I'm looking at your suggestions in the comments in the challenge request section of my Discord channel and on Twitter. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay tuned. Outro time. Do I have any fun things coming up for you? Yes, I do. So sometime soon, I talked about this in some of the outros, that I wanted to maybe start streaming some Bethesda challenges, where like I would stream the recording sessions of it, and then edit it all and do it in the exact same format that I always do the Bethesda ones in, you know, where it's just like these Pokemon ones, but with more editing gags and jokes and stuff. I want to start doing that again, but I don't really have the ability to just do that as a Saturday thing. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I tend to record those in just like 2 or 3 kind of bulk play sessions, which is not how I do the Pokemon ones. And the Pokemon ones is done more over the course of 5 days of playing, sometimes 6 or 7. I don't always get to take days off. So I do that over 5 to 7 days in lots of little sessions where I get up and I take little breaks and stuff. With the Bethesda ones, I typically just have 2 or 3 sessions where I sit down for a good 3-4 hours with little stretching breaks and whatever, and I just power through and get all that done. That would work better for a streaming format. So I think what I'll do is stream my sessions of recording that. It won't be like the best spectator sport in the world because I'm going to be taking breaks often to write script and whatever. But, you know, I'll be on mic and you can joke around with me. And I'm sure there'll be some fun moments that I could edit into the video having me on live mic like that. So that might be a fun thing to do. The streams will be probably some of them on Twitch, some of them on YouTube. If on YouTube, it'll be on this channel you're watching right now. If on Twitch, it'll be the channel linked in the description. Follow me there. Most of my streams are on Twitch. And I think that'll be a fun time. I already know what challenge I want to do next for the Fallout challenges. It's Fallout New Vegas with only a baseball bat, because I thought that was just a fun idea in general. And also, it's not like ridiculous. It's not easy for sure, but the baseball bat is a sleeper hit. It's probably a better weapon than you would guess it is. It's not strong. It's really not strong at all. But it's got a good special move if you have above 50 melee skill, and it has the second highest durability of any melee weapon in the game, so it's got some versatility to it. I think there's also a version of it that can be upgraded with the Gunrunners pack, so I don't exactly know what those upgrades are. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that before I do the challenge and figure, you know, where I'm going to get one and everything. But I'm excited for that. I think that'll be a really fun run. It'll be very challenging, but it's not going to be like the hardest thing in the universe, you know? So it'll make for some fun streams, I think, and it'll make for a very fun video in the end, I'm sure. And I'm just excited to go back to doing some Bethesda challenges. It's difficult to find time. Money's tight. Work takes up basically all of my free time. Is how it is. Everybody knows already about the algorithm changes that happened in like September of 2023 and how that really murdered a lot of people who are doing videos in this format. It's whatever. It's the ebbs and flow of YouTube. It's just a bummer for me because life's expensive. I just dropped $2,000 on poor Sabu's vet bills. Look, I went to the dentist recently. It was like $250, not the end of the world. Not cheap, but not the end of the world. Sabu just got dental work done. Sabu's dental work, grand total between it and him getting blood work and him getting ECGs and stuff because they wanted to, and an x-ray, because they wanted to check his heart and they wanted to check his breathing and they wanted to check his lungs because they worry he might develop asthma. And he hasn't yet. He's a little bit wheezy. He's a breed of cat that tends to have tooth and breathing issues, so this is expected. So he had a little bit of gingivitis. Thankfully, no teeth had to get pulled. That would have been rough. It's not fun. But no, thankfully everything went literally the best it could. It was still $2,000. But he's all healthy. He's got a clean bill of health now. His teeth have been cleaned and everything. And starting next week, or by the time you're watching this, it will have already started, I'm going to be brushing Sabu's teeth. I got a kitty toothbrush. I got some kitty toothpaste. My vet herself actually made a tutorial on how to slowly introduce brushing teeth to a cat. It's going to take a while to get him used to it, but I'm going to be brushing Sabu's teeth. I've tried to do it a little bit before over the years. It's not easy, but now that I got the vet on my side helping me learn how to do this, I'm sure I can figure it out. Whatever takes care of Sabu the best, you know? Anyway, I need to get editing. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.